Well, I'm back. Went to North Carolina. Watched Caleb and them play baseball for the weekend. We were going to stay all week, but they're expecting rain, so they canceled their games during the week. So we went ahead and headed back home. Plus, while we're down there, man, that campus, there's so many of those kids getting the flu and everything else. And luckily, while we were down there, Caleb had his turn at it, so we were able to at least be there. He didn't need us much, but we were able to get him a couple groceries and just there if he needed us. But he's feeling better. I think he went to practice today. What about that Super Bowl? What about that Super Bowl? Gonna smoke my Pepin Garcia Vegas Cubanas, which is with the green label. Listen, I know some of y'all love Patrick Mahomes, and he's a good dude. My wife is a fan because she saw an interview of him, and he talked about how much he loved baseball. So, and how when he does that, when he throws it instead up here down, that came from his baseball training. So she always said that he was going to be one of her favorites because he liked baseball so much. And she's a baseball girl. So last night, I have a real bad, in sports, I guess this is because of my own story, I have a real bad case of always going for the underdog. Always, no matter what. Go for the underdog. So I felt like that the Eagles were going to be the underdog. I may have been mistaken after that shellacking, but let me tell you what I learned. I get into watching football, and my wife always has said, as much as you love baseball and we're baseball people, I don't know why football just brings something different out in you. And she's right, especially college football. Man, y'all know I love the Vols. But man, last night, with Sherry being for the Chiefs and I was for the Eagles, I celebrated a couple of times, jumped off the couch and let a heck yeah out and pumped my fist, and I got the eye roll. She was not entertained with my joy. And me poking fun and saying, "What's up, Swifty? What's wrong?" She's not a Swifty. She didn't think that was too funny either. But man, I'm just gonna say that was I stand corrected. I was extremely wrong. The Eagles, fly Eagle fly, were not the underdogs that anybody thought they were. I don't know how long you've been an Eagles fan. I've grown up and still am a Broncos fan. So that hasn't gone well the last few years. But stay true to your teams, right? But last night, man, I was pulling for the Eagles, and they did not disappoint. Man, what a defense. When they turned it on, Mahomes had nothing. Like he didn't have time. Couple of times he'd make some moves and they'd run right into somebody. That was impressive. Give it to Philadelphia. Congratulations. And man, listen, you got to admit, Mahomes is a great quarterback. He's proved himself. I think he'll be back there again. But last night was a good feeling. And so I'm happy for the Eagles and all the Eagles fans. If you are an Eagles fan your whole life, there's no way that you can say you would have called that score. There's no way you would have said it'd been that lopsided. I don't believe it. I don't believe anybody would have said this is going to be a shellacking. So anyway, it was a good trip to North Carolina. Got some great barbecue. Man, every time we go to North Carolina, if there's anything I like as much as cigars, it's really good barbecue. And anywhere we go, vacation or day trip or anywhere, I try to find a local barbecue place just to go try it and see who's got what. In North Carolina, man, they got some good barbecue, and we always enjoy it when we go down there. And there's a little place we go to every time we go. It's packed. Doesn't matter what time of day, it's packed. And it's, man, they give you big portions, and it was really good. So anyway, we got to do that, and they have good banana pudding. That's what Sherry likes. If my friend Christian watches this, I know he talks about one day getting me to try Hawaiian food. Have you ever had banana pudding? Or pudding? Maybe that's what they call it up north. Banana pudding. We call it banana pudding. You'll like that, so try that. Get Christian on some banana pudding and some sweet tea. Change his life. He'll start talking with a twang like me. Anyway, just want to catch y'all up on my Super Bowl analysis and our week. We were going to North Carolina for a week, got cut short, came back, but we're going back again this coming weekend. They got some home games, so we're going to go back down, watch some more Catawba Indians baseball. Man, they looking good. They had a rough day that one day, but I don't know if they had a meeting or what, but that next day they didn't hold back. That next day they brought it. Just say that. So anyway, still haven't been able to go see my guys at the cigar shop. Chris, I love y'all. I miss you. I'm getting down there as soon as I can, man. I haven't forgotten about any of y'all. I think about y'all every week because that's my thing. For so long there, I've been coming down there every week, catching up with y'all. I haven't been able to do it. So if y'all get to see this, man, I'm sorry. I miss you guys, and I'll get down there as soon as I can because I need to reload on some cigars anyway, and I know you got the stuff I like. So anyway, I love you guys, and I miss you. Let's see what else is going on in my world. Man, there's a lot of Doge stuff going on. Been hearing a lot about that, and just thinking, wow. Keep up the good work on that one, boys. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to talk politics, but I'm not saying that for y'all that disagree to start all this stuff in the bottom. I shouldn't have said that, but sometimes it comes out before. Have you ever thought, man, I wish I could take that one back? We used to make fun of that, and I taught Caleb that when he was little. You say something without thinking and it gets out, you try to catch it and put it back. You can't do it. So that was a childhood lesson where I was trying to teach him, you got to think before you speak. I'm a horrible example. Obviously, if you watch these, you can tell that. Check this out. Got to take 18 books of the Life's Field Guide. You know, the one I told y'all that I wrote last year, and all the college students went crazy about it and bought it for their parents, and got to take 18 of those to Catawba College for Caleb and a group that they're doing. They wanted a copy, so that's awesome. I'm super excited about that. Someone had gotten to donate to college students 3 more copies. Got to take those 3 to ETSU last week to some students who had just started coming to our gatherings this semester that didn't have a copy of the book, and heard us talking about it and wanted it. So, man, be in prayer for every soul that has a new copy of Life's Field Guide. If you want a copy, it's on Amazon. I haven't said anything about it in a while, but just to refresh you, it was I had written down wisdom notes for Caleb for years, and I said one day I'm going to give it to him just as stuff we talked about through the years, the best life guidance, simplest wisdom I could give him. And I developed those things that I put in that journal into talks to college students, and over the years, and to professional athletes when I was a chaplain in the Pirates organization. Everybody asked me for the notes to that. Never got it out there. I always said I was going to. When I started ETSU, they really pressed me on it, and I got to work and got it out there. Anyway, y'all want to check that out. It's called Life's Field Guide, Matt Cross. It's on Amazon. But I'm just super excited that more people are getting a chance to get a hold of that wisdom that other people have said. Man, that really made a difference. So be in prayer if you pray for all those students and their parents that they're getting it for. And I had a student last week at ETSU come up and said, hey, not only gave my parents a copy at Christmas, but just got copies of it from my grandparents, and they absolutely love it. And that blows my mind, y'all. That blows my mind. But I think wisdom is ageless, right? And I love common sense, simple wisdom. My mom and dad were really great at sharing that with me in a lot of ways. And just stuff that made sense and cut through a lot of fluff and a lot of crap to just say, hey, here's bottom line stuff. Anyway, I'm excited that those people are getting a copy of that. I'm excited that the weather's getting better and I'm getting out. I used to have, I don't know why I flipped this, but I used to have a habit of getting up in the morning whenever I do my time with Jesus, come out here, watch the sunrise, and I'd pray and read some, and I'd smoke a good cigar. But now I've kind of flipped that. I smoke my cigar at night when the sun's going down. So I don't know if it's the weather or my biological clock, smoking clock is off until spring. I don't know, but so anyway, man, just wanted to catch up with y'all, drop a short video, tell you I love you. Still kicking, getting a lot better. Not 100%, but I'm probably 95% better. Still got a little cough stuff coming up, but nothing like it was last week. So not if anybody cared, but just catching you up on life. I'll get back to sharing some wisdom and sharing my thoughts soon, but even in between, I wanted to stop and give some video, just catching up with y'all. So, love you, I mean it. If you get a chance, get you a Don Pepin Garcia Vegas Cubanas. This will always be one of my go-tos. Going to try to venture out a little bit this year with some different brands and different things. I know a couple of y'all have said, you really like my father's, don't you? I do. but we're going to try to branch out and see what we can find. So if you got some good suggestions, affordable, keep it within a range, write it down below, and I'll try to find those and see if Chris and the boys got that and give it a try. And I'll tell you, if you got any suggestions, I've really started liking Dominican fillers. Like I really like that. So if you know any good Dominican cigars, let me know. And don't put Opus X. Like that's a maybe once a year for me. So leave that one off there. I know it's great and it's a Puro Dominican and I love it too. But man, they gonna have to come down a little bit on that one before I keep that one ready in my collection. So I love you guys. I mean it. Go make it a great day.